What can mustard tell you about the difference between the United States and Denmark? The difference between men and women? Or maybe just the difference between people? They say the devil's in the details. I think the insight is in the jar of mustard. Now, Danish Girlfriend and I have a slightly different version of how to purchase condiments. I think they're very important. She thinks they're very important. She just doesn't think that we have to be prepared if there is a run on things. For example, I bought 2 Newman's Light Caesars. Why? Well, first of all, they were on sale. That's something right there. They have a long shelf life, and they were on sale. I got these 2 for $4. They usually are 2 for about $11. That's a big savings, and that makes my salad even tastier. If I think, not only is it a good dressing, but I got a good deal. I like to make sure that I have barbecue sauce. I bought 2 of them just so that I'd have them around. But the mustard is a particular one because these I got at Walmart, and you don't really want to order too much from there. But these, the Grey Poupon, this is a large Grey Poupon. Usually they're 8 ounces, and the 8 ounces costs about $4.50 an 8 ounce. Now, I'm going to have to use both hands because I got 3 of them. And the deal was I got 3 for $14, and these are $16. So that is a big savings. The only problem is we now have to store them. Danish Girlfriend says, whenever I buy something new, she goes, honey, we already have it. So I am thinking, well, maybe mustard has something to do with the different ways of approaching getting what you want and making sure you have it. Do you need 3 of these mustards in your cabinet? No, but you need to buy 3 of them to get the special deal. I don't know why they don't just give you 2, or why don't they give you a special price on 1? They don't. That's their business model. I have to play with it. I consider that very efficient. Danish Girlfriend begrudgingly says, yes, you're probably right, and we'll probably eat this mustard. Actually, you don't really eat mustard. You put it on food. And I will probably have to start this soon because the date of expiration is sooner than I would have liked. I may have to rub it off because Danish Girlfriends is a stickler for the sell-by date. Shh, I'm not going to tell you. Now, or is it a male-female thing? She goes, why do we need this? This is like, it's a typical male thing to want to win something, a prize. My prize is I got 3 mustards for a good price. I should have just gone to Bakken or Tivoli or some carnival and played a game where I throw a ball and win a teddy bear. This is, in fact, a very delicious form of a teddy bear. Or is it just something about people? You know, maybe I have an issue. I don't want to be without. Now, this is something that, you know, you don't want to admit, but I'm going to admit it. When I was a kid, my mother, she remarried, and her second husband, my stepfather, had lived as a bachelor all his life in an extended hotel or something. And he didn't really have a refrigerator, so he would get his food delivered every day. He did not understand that you want to have some stock items in your cupboard so that you have things to eat when something doesn't happen, when you don't plan for it. I'm a kid. I get hungry, and I would come home to my cupboard, and it was bare. There was no snacks. There was no cookies. There was no little sausage snacks for me to have. I had to wait until 7 o'clock till they prepared dinner, unless I wanted to eat raisins. And I did eat 6 packs of raisins once, and it made me kind of nauseous. So whenever I think I want to make sure that I have the things that make me happy, I'm going to buy 3 mustards. So perhaps this musing, and it's always amusing whether you think, is it cultural, is it biological, is it way of nurturing something comes up, or is it just like this is your personal story that you developed as you were growing up? And I guess it's true. I want to know that if I get hungry tonight for a sandwich and I have a hot dog in the freezer and I have some sliced meats, I want to enjoy it with this fine mustard. And I will tell you, I am already thinking forward when I'm going to have a little snack when I watch an episode, and I'm going to tell you, it's an episode of Hawaii Five-0, the old version of it, and it's a classic, and it's comfort food for my mind, where this is comfort food for my soul, and I'm going to enjoy it. Now, I will tell you, I'm not going to buy any more mustard until we finish this mustard, but I am very happy. And Danish Girlfriend, while she says, oh, honey, you bought some more mustard, we don't really need it, she puts up with it. Why? Because it's just a tub of mustard. And if it starts to get close to the expiration date, I will give it to my friend. I will gift them a jar of Grey Poupon. And instead of bringing a bottle of wine to their party, I said, here, I thought you'd like some good mustard. And they'll go, you know what? I never really thought about it. But people have given us enough wine. No one has ever given us mustard. And so, someone out there, you should expect to get a jar of Grey Poupon if you're to invite me and Danish Girlfriend for dinner, and you're going to be like, wow, that is truly thoughtful. And it is thoughtful. As you could tell, I thought a lot about this. And they're going to go, they may probably not want to go down the wormhole of trying to replicate my thinking, but they're going to enjoy this mustard. Thank you kindly.